bit of my wish. We saw some Moira in the last series, so I was happy about that. Shanghai Dragons trying to make a little bit more of a defensive hit here. And there's a barrage coming in from Wekid. Gets one, pops Zushu out of the mech, or the mech rather, the mech. And he gets rezzed immediately, but so far that payload is stalled for the moment, but we'll see for how long.
Yeah, we keep going down and trying to get inside the bubble. Tossing on the kill, and another one onto Altering. Turning that fight now coming in from the side of the Shanghai Dragons. Burning a Transcendence early in that fight.
Yep, he comes back, there's the Pulse Bomb. Looking for an opportunity to use that. Ooh, that's a vulnerable Mercy in the back. Yeah, try to find it. They know he tosses it out. Does he get the kill? He does. Roshan taken out. Bunny chasing. Takes down Altering as well. And man, Seoul Dynasty has just been all over Shanghai so far.
Continuing to roll basically unstopped through this map on Dorado. Bunny's going to clean up some of the stragglers. Can they demech Zushu and keep this payload moving? Looks like they will. That's going to be a bad stagger.
I mean, what can you say? They're already rolling through point B here. It is a pretty dominant first half here of Dorado in favor of Seoul Dynasty. Sir, things are going to be pretty rough.
Well, how else are you going to get the Aegis if you're not constantly killing Roshan, though?
I guess so. That's true. That's an entirely different game. We've cast a lot of games in our career, but only I've done that one.
Bunny gonna look for some spawn camping right now, coming around the side and trying to find a target for that pulse bomb. Does get poked out. Tad, and now Shanghai Dragon's gonna try and come in. Pulse bomb's gonna find a target.
Yeah, that's right. Jaehyung pops a Transcendence just to keep his team alive. 5King on the other side, forced to use his as well. They didn't get any kills with the Pulse Bomb that time, so an opportunity for Shanghai. Oh, maybe not. MG going down already. 5King soon to follow. 15-player kill streak for Bunny on that Tracer. Fantastic start here, and he's going to go back and help escort that payload personally to the end. And 3 minutes.
Now and delay this card. Valkyrie popped quite early on for Toby. Miro's going to be the first to fall.
All right, sometimes it can be kind of risky to try defending like this. Oh, Toby comes in, takes out the Vara. That's what you do, man. Valks, I believe, yeah, popped on both sides for the Mercies. Jaehyung comes in with the Transcendence to pave the way for Seoul to try to come back and hold this. You don't see many payloads getting held here, but they're going to give it a shot. Zushu does take down Bunny, though, with the Pharah, but it's still a brawl for the moment.
Diaz still trying to track some of these players off the card. Jaehyung there, attempting to get some of these...
Light it out.
Whoa! Nobody's actually able to get on the card in time. Dia will win the duel. Dia taking out Bunny, though, in the duel, and now they're going to find themselves at a pretty big disadvantage. Shanghai continuing to push forward, and they are going to make it eventually, and that's a stick.
Oh,
right onto Jaehyung from Dia.
That was close. That sleep dart would have meant he would have been able to take Tracer with him, but couldn't quite landed. Dia with a pretty clutch move there. Meanwhile, Miro with that primal rage, just trying to buy time right now. They're just trying to slow the Shanghai Dragons down and give them as little time as possible in point C here. The Dragons will not be stopped. Looks like they should be able to claim it soon, maybe. Oh, it's so close. They're only about less than 2 meters away. Bunny takes down Altering.
Actually managing to save the Mercy for the moment, but Toby gets picked out by MG.
There's that sleep dart. Oh, gets MG with the biotic grenade, and just when you thought Shanghai Dragons were going to do this push, or Seoul Dynasty takes it.
Exploring right now, trying to get a poke. Diaz going to come up onto the second level. Not going to find anybody. Bunny, however, is going to get the D-Mech.
Well, getting MG out of the D.Va mech is a big deal. That's one tank down. Roshan falls as well. Bunny coming in clutch for Seoul Dynasty at the end here. Roshan is brought back by Altering, though. That payload is moving a little bit. Zushu does manage to pick up Jaehyung, and now with that Valkyrie, maybe Shanghai Dragons, oh, there we go.
Using Tracer.
Well, Bunny bought enough time for Miro to get on the point with that slightly more durable Winston, and that gave the rest of Seoul time to get in there. Wicket does go down early, but there goes MG's mech. Seoul may be able to find that clutch team fight win here at the very end here. Valkyrie, like you mentioned, Monty, becoming really big in this fight right now, as that has a lot of healing coming out from that Mercy. Zunba starting what may be the cleanup in this fight. And yeah, there we go. 5King taken out with the self-destruct. And it was close in the end there, but Seoul Dynasty able to pull out Dorado for their first map win.
I really like
very bold for free feel there. I mean, yeah, you can get lucky with a right click sometimes, but I would not trust that against Fleta. Yeah, that's right. Send Dia in there on the Genji instead. Send the tank, send the Genji. Now Fleta should have some problems. Oh, what? What? Did I say problems? I mean, he's going to have a great time because that looks easy. Seoul already on the point right now. They've got it halfway taken. Kuki has to get brought back up again, and there we go.
Well, Freefield
There's
managed to
one.
hit the right click that time, but it won't.
Rio Genji, the Genji Winston has been kind of the tool of choice to try to take out those Widows, but that did not work out that time. Kuki and Fleta both going down.
That was a really good bait by Shanghai.
Yeah.
So that time we saw Self-Destruct gonna go ahead and get the remech for MG, but there's the Valkyrie from Toby. They're trying to deal with this Mercy, but doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Altering now, getting a resurrection onto Freefeel. Nobody pressuring Dia, but he doesn't have a lot of good angles. They don't find that one onto Bunny.
You were saying, man, Bunny got caught just on the edge. Got the Widowmaker ult as well. Toby comes in, brings Zephyr back up, and Fleta pulls out the Dragon Blade. There seems to be the cleanup for Seoul Dynasty, and it's used by Seoul Dynasty.
And there's the Reaper, so that's going to be the pull-up right now, trying to fight on the point, get the damage done. So Dia will have the opportunity here to go ahead and use the Death Blossom. They only need a few more percent, though, but they're having such a hard time making sure Seoul stays off the point. We have the Mei out now for the stall.
Yeah, Jaehong on the Mei. Undead takes him out with a Pulse Bomb. They're so close, man. MG takes down Zephyr. They've only got Bunny to worry about now. There goes Bunny. Oh, but the respawns are back. Doomfist's coming out for Fleta as well. Seoul pulling out all the stuff. They're going to get there just barely. Yeah, they do with Roshan jumping in on that Winston. MG close behind with the Diva. This is it. Kuki goes down early from the Pulse Bomb. Good start, but Fleta responding. That Winston dying as well. Dia gets one kill. Has to keep that Reaper up. Must keep doing the damage.
Trying to find Toby right now. Maybe he can at least get the Mini Diva. Not able, as he reloads, comes around the corner before the Mega can be picked up, and he gets one kill. Has to go into Wraith form. Undead somehow still alive on this point.
Fleta pulls out the Dragon Blade now after getting that kill onto Dia. There goes the other. All right, good start. MG popped out early on. Fleta moving forward cautiously. MG brought back up again. Oh, Altering goes down, and that is a couple big picks for Seoul.
And Dia was playing so far back that he didn't have a good angle in order to make those kills in the low ground. Undead somehow picks up two back-to-back with the help of, but Fleta will get the first pick off onto Dia, and this is the time for them to push in.
I feel like this got personal for Fleta, man. It was Widow versus Widow. Now it's Reaper versus Reaper, and he has won both of those duels in this attack run. He takes out Altering as the res comes in even. While Bunny, being annoying, gets a Freefield kill on the side.
And barely healed up by Toby, who flies in on the Mercy. Two support ultimates available right now. Valkyrie will be popped by Toby.
And Dia falls again. Kuki manages to pop MG out of the mech. Great start for Seoul Dynasty as they try to just get that first tick here on point B. Jaehong with two, man, fragging out with the bloodthirsty support, and that is it. Seoul Dynasty will take Temple of Anubis.
Oh, a nice back and forth map, though.
Now, Jaehong trying to find those right clicks. Oh, Freefield nearly took it. Fleta, though, going down, but Kuki gets Altering, a huge pick, getting that Mercy out of the way. That's going to give a nice edge to Seoul. Munchkin does take down Roshan. Meanwhile, Jaehong fighting it out in the hallway, looking for that right click onto the Tracer. Stops to pop MG out of the mech in the meantime. And it just looks like Shanghai Dragons from Seoul Dynasty trying to just spawn camp them and sort of break their spirits, I suppose. But Shanghai Dragons do get back to the point, but can they contest it? Toby taken out by Dia, so that's a good start.
Altering is playing Battle Mercy, attempting to finish off the Pharah, but even he can't handle it. However, they do get onto the point, and it looks like they are going to flip it.
Yeah, Zumba taken out. And that will be a point flip coming in for Shanghai. Comes in from Toby, trying to keep him safe.
Wow, that air-to-air. That rocket onto the Mini Diva, preventing the reback. That is a huge play from Feta.
Wow, Fleta actually taking out Freefield too. Oh, Barrage not working out too well that time. Too many rockets exploding next to him, courtesy of a Primal Raging Roshan. But OT ticking away anyway, and Seoul Dynasty will take Oasis. That means that they are up 3 maps in this series.
And that map high ground and come around the reverse way for the Shanghai Dragons, but 5 King falls early to Munchkin.
Oh, taken out with the Deadeye. Yeah, manages to find a couple with that McCree ultimate.
That's all their damage.
Yeah. But the thing is that's going to actually unlock the unlock Shanghai's ability.
Yeah, hunting right now. And he actually wins the duel somehow in the keep. Must have been taking track of that cooldown on the flashbang grenade.
Oweki gets a kill on 5 King, so that's a Mercy out of commission for Shanghai Dragons. Munchkin just piling on the damage. And the damage Munchkin is doing has been finished off so well by Weki's fire rockets. Doing a lot of damage from the side, kind of unopposed. There it goes undead. Oh, he gets two with two rockets. Roshan dying as well, and Munchkin coming in for the finishing blow on Dia. There is a pretty huge team fight for Seoul Dynasty. That is a team kill, I believe, and that should be the end of the attack round for Dia there. Some ults coming up soon. Zunba just holding strong on the point for the moment. Weekend having to deal with an assault in the back lines. There's the self-destruct. Zunba trying to stay alive till Smet comes back. Barely lives long enough to get in. Oh, Dia gets two with the pulse bomb though. An opportunity for Shanghai despite Toby bringing Munchkin back up again.
Do they pull it off? People, the focus fire on the Winston now is overwhelming.
It's gonna be tough. Roshan goes down. A tank out of commission, and Shanghai Dragons grasping at straws now to try to take this point. 98.6%, they're so close, but they just don't seem to have enough. They're barely clinging to the point right now with that Diva, but there's the overtime bar ticking away. They're bringing people back in again. There's an opportunity. Maybe with the self-destruct they can do it. They're so close, they only need to get Soul off the point for just a second.
Oh, they get
it!
Pretty much just throw bodies one by one at the cart and not worry too much about getting staggered, because any delay at all will basically push them into a long overtime push situation.
Definitely. That payload has been moving a little bit. Starting to go again. Munchkin's got that tack visor to try to contest here on the high ground. Has to worry about the dive though on the run as Roshan comes in. Roshan goes down. There's the self-destruct.
It's not going to get anybody though, and they are going to get him before he can remech. Zunba wrapping in with the boost from behind. And
there we go, and combining a couple ultimates. Our Seoul Dynasty, maybe they didn't need the barrage and the tack visor there, but the result is a whole. We've always seen Toby be a pretty aggressive Lucio, so maybe I'm not surprised by that.
Wow, Wiki just jumps right down to kill the Zenyatta, backed up by his support players. His Wiki is just getting in the face of the Shanghai Dragon supports. They're not giving them a chance at all to move on to the payload.
It was an insanely aggressive move for Wicked, and usually that kind of thing doesn't pay off too well, but he made it work. And Seoul Dynasty, they might not even let Shanghai get back to the cart. They're desperately diving in. Roshan already low though, not gonna survive too long. OT ticking away. That is gonna be it this time. Overtime ticking off, and Seoul Dynasty will take this series 4-0 in maps.
That's right. It was an expected result given the situations that we found these teams in, but the Shanghai Dragons putting up a fight and showing some real glimmers of skill, particularly